Hello and welcome back to Billy Ho Sports. If you're a new viewer, I am Billy. This is Billy Ho Sports. I'm a lifelong horse racing fan and handicapper, born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky. So we're going to talk about Churchill Downs and Kentucky Derby 151. Today's show, we're going to update latest news and notes. Also, some thoughts on some longer shots, longer odds plays. We're going to tackle some of those viewer questions from a previous video. We're going to do giveaways. So coming up, the post-draw preview show. So after the post-draw, I'll do a main preview show. That show is where you'll leave your comments to get into the draw for a 1974 100th anniversary Kentucky Derby glass. Also, thank you guys so much for all the great response. The big 3,000 subscriber giveaway show will be sooner than later. We're looking real good at hitting that mark before Derby time. So thank you all for the support. And then that's going to be a 1998 Kentucky Derby Festival Gold Instant Winner pin we're giving away there. So also we still have plenty of vintage Kentucky Derby glasses for shows like this one leading up to the Derby. And we're going to spin the wheel today from the previous comments of the last show and award a couple of glasses. So here's how to enter if you don't know. First and foremost, subscribe to the channel. Subscribers are eligible. It's free and easy to do. You just hit that subscribe button down there. Next, you want to drop a comment below. And then for this video, I want to hear what your favorite Kentucky Derby wagers are, whether it's win, place, or show, whether it's exactas, trifectas, or something more exotic, or something you've been curious about that didn't know how to build exactly. So just let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and share the video, and you're in. So let's get into this. Danny asked about Tappan Street. Why not in the top 5? Very good question. Sounds like blasphemy. I'm such a big fan of Brad Cox, but it was really, really close between him and Burnham Square. I thought Sandman earned his way in. I'm just looking at the numbers, but we'll compare the two, Burnham and Tappan. So Tappan Street, obviously less experienced, just the 3 races under his belt, all at Gulfstream Park. He earned a 99 Brisnet figure for the second in the Holy Bull, but then somehow that's where he lost to Burnham Square. So, one up, Burnham Square 1, Tappan 0 there. But he actually received a lower number in the Florida Derby win. He dropped from a 99 to a 95. Now, no fault of his own. He did what he had needed to do. He won the race. Now, Burnham Square's Bluegrass was a 101. So their last races, he drastically improved. Both horses do impress. They're both improving. I just give the edge, slight edge to Burnham Square. Next up, Richard was asking about sizes of the horses, and that's a really tough one because they don't really advertise that on charts or anything like that. But sometimes you catch the analysts and the trainers talk about the size of the horses. They measure them in hands, if you didn't know, and it's without the thumb. So it's like these 4 fingers, which is basically a 4-inch unit. But it's not to the top of the head of the horse. It's the bony part of the back of the shoulder, what they call the withers. So just for an example, a horse that is a very big horse is American Promise, 17 hands high, very well built. Now, Cole Battle, I don't know his size, but he just looks a little more on the smaller side. Now, if you watch race replays with a horse like American Promise, you can see when he's running along next to other horses how much bigger he is. That's kind of an indicator as well. But I don't really use it for handicapping angles or anything like that. Now, let's see if I get this right. Elijah wanted to know more about said Lucas Colt, American Promise. So I wanted to get into that a little bit. Thank you for the comment. Oaklawn 7 Furlongs from the Gate was his last work on, I believe, April 18th. Dwayne Lucas special. The coach is old school as it gets. He just trains horses on the track a lot of times just by flat out racing them into shape. You'll see this one has more starts than any of the rest, 9 total. But since debuting as a 3-year-old, he has improved every race. He earned a 105 Brisnet figure for the Virginia Derby, albeit that was a 9 furlong, one-turn race on a very speed-favoring track, and he was very forwardly placed. But the good advantage for him is he's going to have a maximum time of 49 days off coming into the Derby to be able to shrug that off. Probably why he got the big long gate work like that too, keep his head in the game. So he's by Justify, Rockstar Sire. And you'll hear me mention Sire Production Index when I look at PPs. 3.1 Sire Production Index. That's basically a measure of the average earnings of and performance of the progeny of the sires. So a sire like Justify 3.1 is stellar. The production index that performs on a high level is 2 or better. Average is 1. Okay, Mick Foster wanted to know more about Grande. That's trained by Todd Pletcher. That's Mike Rapoli Stables. I'm going to have some thoughts on that Chasing the Crown Netflix show. I've been watching it. It's pretty good. So anyway, he's going to get Johnny V aboard, who's just the master of the Derby. He hasn't had a work on the track since the Wood Memorial. He arrived at Keeneland April 20th, and this is what I find a little bit on the odd side. He's scheduled to work, I believe, tomorrow at Keeneland, which is confusing because he's never raced or worked at Churchill Downs, so why isn't he at Churchill Downs training on the Churchill Downs track? Don't know. But he is lightly raced as well, back hurling, so he's half-brother to journalism, broke his maiden going a mile. Pletcher immediately sent him to 2 turns, 9 furlongs, and which he won going away. No time like the present. He sends him to the Wood Memorial. He closed for a very nice second. People rave about how he got caught wide and he went wide around the turn, and Rodriguez was inside the whole way. So he ran like an extra 40 yards or something like that in figures and everything. But, he still looked very good. He was bumped at the start, got wide, got shuffled back. But Dylan Davis quickly got him re-engaged, advanced through the field, and through the half-mile pole, he was right there in the top flight of horses. He tipped 3 wide down the stretch, came home strong, but he wasn't catching Rod. So anyway, the sire, the dam side, has really good combo, tactical speed, and stamina, and it will be just his 4th start, but a good-looking horse. Even if he doesn't perform that well in the Derby, keep an eye on him down the road. Now, more of longer shots. You're going to hear Chunk of Gold a lot. He's probably going to be a very popular one, but I looked a little deeper. Trained by Ethan West. He's just 32 years old, young guy. Ridden by Jareth Loveberry, who I believe rode 2 fills back a few years ago. Purchased just for $2,500 as a yearling. Earned his points with second-place finishes in the Risen Star Stakes and the Louisiana Derby. So now he's up at Turfway Park training on the synthetic, and he's got 3 separate works, a Bullet 5 furlong work back on April 12th. He went 5 furlongs in 59.40. So he's scheduled to arrive Saturday. And going back to the Louisiana Derby, he had the perfect trip inside ground. He's going to look to do that again. But he just got mean mugged by a big horse in Tiz-tastic coming down the stretch in the Louisiana Derby, is at least what it appeared on the eyeball test. He kind of shied away when Tiz come in on him. But both his preps at Fairgrounds were chasing very fast paces, which he probably has. He does have the speed to stay mid-pack, which is very good. So he's going to be a live long shot with a good post draw. If he could get inside like post 3 to 5, 6 in that range, and he can get over to the rail and get that ground-saving trip again, he's got a puncher's chance. Okay, giveaway time. DJ, you know what to do. Congratulations to Donna T 2062, and BB Bailey 47. You win a vintage Kentucky Derby glass. You can email me at BILLYAH35@yahoo.com with your shipping address, and I will send you a Derby glass. On with the show. Let's talk about Neo Equos, and that's trained by Safi Joseph Jr. He's on deck. He's the first AE, so I think he'll be a good shot to draw in if one of them spikes a fever or decides like Built may not go in the Derby. We still don't know about him yet. Front running speed type. He does have apparent limitations going past 9 furlongs, so I'm not really sure what he'll do. But good news for him on the dam side, he's got some stamina. His broodmare sire was Birdstone, who won the 12 furlong mile and a half Belmont Stakes. He also sired Mind That Bird, who won the Kentucky Derby. So that's some pretty good pedigree on the dam side. So I'd like to see him running the Pat Day Mile. I'll be honest with you. I think he could roast them in that one, but he could hang in there, and if a reasonable pace sets up for him. But if he goes in the Derby, I'm likely going to fade. Flying Mohawk, I mentioned in a previous video, he's trained by Whit Beckman. He's going to give it a go, primarily bred for turf and all weather, so the dirt doesn't seem likely for success. But Whit Beckman is on record for saying he wants it to be a downpour on Derby Day. So if that does happen, I'll look at him for some long shots. But other than that, I don't think I'll get to Flying Mohawk. I wanted to talk publisher. Also, Steve Asmussen's horse got Flavian Pratt aboard and then vastly improved in his last effort. I believe that Pratt will stay on board for this one because I have my doubts about Baeza drawing in. He's just too far down the pecking order right now, but you never know. But I feel like you got to commit to a horse. If you're going to ride my horse, ride my horse. Don't be saying if this other horse draws in, then I'm not going to ride your horse. So anyway, enough about that. He was tailing Sandman in the Arkansas Derby. He looked really good, but I'm not picking a maiden to win. You know, he's never won a race, period. So his first race can't be the Kentucky Derby, right? But he could definitely hit the board, I think. So anyway, that's all I have for today. Now we're going to sit back. We're going to take a brief breath and wait for those post position draws on Saturday. I'm going to be cranking out lots more content. I'm hopefully going to get into doing a live stream very soon for the Derby week and everything. So I'll have that posted early so you'll see, so you can queue it up and plan to join me in the chat because I'd love to hear from all you guys in the chat. So I appreciate you watching, and until next time, see you soon.